Good morning, Jenny here with Sipping Streams Tea Company, and I am the owner and founder of Sipping Streams Tea Company, an 11-time international award-winning tea company. We've won teas for sourcing our teas, we've won awards for blending, and we have won awards for, preparing or making the perfect cup of tea. So we had won first place at the World Tea Expo for the Top Tea Infusionist competition in 2011. And we are so glad that you're able to join us today. Today I wanted to go over the topic of Yerba Mate. So today I wanted to feature our organic Mo'Rockin Maté, which is a mint mate, and it is a plant from Brazil, but it's actually native to all of South America. Thank you so much for joining me. Anyways, Yerba Mate is a very, very powerful plant that is great for boosting the immune system, especially if you're needing caffeine. So Yerba Mate is native to South America. Ours is from Brazil and is organic, and we blended it with peppermint to make the Mo'Rockin Maté. So our Mo'Rockin Maté is a very great, refreshing infusion of yerba mate and peppermint. So there's actually no tea plant in it at all. However, there is a lot of caffeine in it. It also has over 200 nutrients and minerals, including B vitamins, to help boost the immune system, especially when you've got that deadline or that last push or that huge drive, especially if you're a truck driver or a school teacher or a student, to just help you boost over that final deadline to get you past the finish line. Yerba mate is great in many ways. It's great as infusion of hot tea, which you can easily prepare. So if you have a mug with you, you can make it just like any sort of loose leaf tea. And you can use different infusers. I'm going to use one of our Finum paper infusers today. And you can infuse it just like a loose leaf tea. Just put in your 2.5 grams, put it in your cup, pour some hot water over it. Just steaming hot water is fine, 175 degrees Fahrenheit. And it has a very thin membrane, so yerba mate is usually cut up into very small pieces. You might be able to see it right here. That you see them in even kind of, kind of like little chunks, kind of like flat squares or flakes. Typically, that's what it looks like. If it is very dusty when you open the canister or the bag of wherever you buy your yerba mate from, usually it's a much lower grade. It's just very dirty and not as clean, and has smaller particle sizes, and you're not really wanting to crush up your tea leaves unless you're wanting to consume the whole thing kind of like matcha. But yerba mate is great because it helps with recovery, it helps with energy, it helps with boosting your immune system, like I said, kind of like echinacea in case you're about to get sick. And it's got lots of caffeine in it, and it's got peppermint in it too, which is very soothing, especially if you're starting to get that itch in your throat. So there's two different ways you can infuse it. You can infuse it like this as a loose leaf tea. You can even infuse it like, you can infuse it just like a cold brew also. So it doesn't have to be hot water. So I'm going to show you cold brew, and what you can do is traditionally they have been made drinking it with a bombilla. So I have a plastic disposable bombilla here, so it's got little holes on the bottom of it. I don't know if you can see it very well, but so you can just put the leaves straight in your gourd. Traditionally it's made in a gourd, or you can put it in a cup if you don't have a gourd, and that's what they usually would drink out of in South America. It's very popular in Argentina and Paraguay and Chile and a lot of other places. And it's a pretty social beverage where people will even share this drink. So they'll pass around their gourd with their bombilla, which has holes on the bottom of it that strains out the leaves. And then you can infuse it cold also. So it does great either way. So you can have it cold and just kind of sit in there, and since it has a very thin leaf or membrane, it infuses pretty quickly actually. So you don't have to wait hours for your cold brew tea. You could just put cold water in it and steep it. So that's a little bit about Mo'Rockin Yerba Mate. It's our peppermint with organic yerba mate. It's all organic. Super great for you if you've got that tight deadline, and especially if you feel like you're about to get sick, or if you just like peppermint in general. Remember, you can have it cold or hot.